What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Abe, and this is EVE Online, and we are still going on our journey to the Caldari Epic Arc, and we haven't made a whole lot of progress. There's been a lot of skill training that's been going on, and I just wanted to give you a quick update of kind of where we're at and what I'm thinking. Right now, I'm training tactical shield manipulation, and in the process of getting to this point, I've got a couple points in heavy missiles. I picked up one in most of the missile skill. Uh, Most of the missile skills that sort of boost all of your missile interactions. Just to kind of have them have one of each, just so that I remember to come back and skill those up as well. As you can see, I am in a Drake. I skipped the Caldari Cruiser. I'm trying to save as many of my skill points as possible, and they're not going all that quickly, so that's good, both good and bad. But yeah, so I skilled into the battle cruiser. I skipped the cruiser because I figured why spend, I don't know, 15 to 20 million on a cruiser that I would only, fly for level 2 missions and then skip right into a battle cruiser. So I went straight to the battle cruiser, figuring the level 2s would go quick and easy with one of these. And I've got a build or a fit that I found online and I've sort of worked on. But before I get to this particular one, I also, let's see, the Caracal was what I was going to do, and it was going to be a cheap ship. But again, much like my Drake fit, I don't have this tactical shield manipulation skill, so I can't use these Tech 2 shield hardeners yet. But that said, this was the ship I was going to use. I decided to make it as cheap, not as cheap as possible, but to skimp on some of the things that I didn't think I would need to spend too much money on, like the weapons. I went with the Meta 3 weapons. They were much cheaper than the Meta 4, and I definitely wasn't going to go 5 points into heavy missiles just to use Tech 2 weapons on this. So I may get into that once I get into a battleship, but this was what I was going to use, and you'll see I've got a kinetic deflection amplifier, which is a passive module for kinetic, and then just an adaptive, and that brought my kinetic up to 73 and my thermal to 59. Now, I was banking on the fact that I would be going up against Guristas for the most part, which do 79 or almost 80% of their damage in kinetic and only 18% in thermal. So I was focusing on those two. But anyway, I decided to skip over this step, and instead of what I thought would be wasting the money on a cruiser, I went straight to a battle cruiser. Which, let's see here. Which, yeah, we're here. Now, again, I've got 3 slots for hardeners, and I may need to stack things because my shields are really abysmal right now. It's a passive shield regeneration tank, so there isn't a whole lot, I don't know, that I need to worry about. I don't need a booster or anything like that because it's all passive, and these are all bumping that. But as it is right now, I just have a couple large shield extenders, and then I'll put on some hardeners, tailoring those specifically to whatever mission I might get. But because I'm still doing, the level 2 missions, this is going to be overkill. But that's where I'm at, and so that's the jump I made. Now, I understand that most of you, especially if you're alpha, you won't be able to transfer like 58 million ISK from your other ship or from your other character to this one just to buy the ship and move straight into it. But level 2 missions can be pretty easily run with a cruiser. They can be run also with a destroyer. I've not generally tried to do that, but it's totally possible. They're not a huge threat. Like the first mission that I did, and I'll post the next video will be of me sort of running one of these. But the first one that I did was up against frigates entirely, and they did thermal damage from in all of their damage was thermal from what I read online. So anyway, so that's kind of where we're at and what we're doing. And I'm in this Drake. I've got the same with the previous ship, the Meta 3 weapons, they do a little bit more damage. Their requirements aren't quite as steep. Again, passive tank. We've got the ballistic control systems, and then our shield tanking is going on up here. So anyway, that's where we're at, and we're going to start doing these Tech 2 or these Level 2 missions. My standings they have not changed much, and this is where we slow down. So if I look at, let's see, interactions. Caldari state is really what's important, but the only way I'm going to get bumps to that standing is if I complete 16 missions with this one agent and I get a storyline mission. That'll give me a bump to Caldari state. So I'm mostly going to be relying on, let's see, the standings that I have with this person's corporation. Okay, so right now I am 0.9 with them. I'm able to do level 2 missions because I'm at it's pretty much the highest of the two between Caldari State or the corporation, because they are a Caldari State corporation. So I'm going to be doing missions for this agent. I'm going to be getting, let's see, we can find it here. Chief State, Chief Executive Panel. All right, so this one mission that I did gave me 0.112, and you can see that here. So anyway, so as I run missions for her, I'm going to be getting much more regular and standard increases to this corporation here, which will enable me to run level 3 and then level 4 missions for this corporation. And in doing so, I'll be making enough money to hopefully be able to afford a battleship when I come to level 4, and if not, I'll probably just send money over for my other character, because it's not so much that you will never be able to accomplish whatever your goal is in this game. It's mostly that it'll just take a little bit longer. So we're going to build up this corporation standing, and we're going to be running level 4 missions to get ourselves comfortable with running a missile boat. And in the process, our Caldari State standing is going to rise slowly over time. And I'll just give you little snapshots over time as I progress with this character and continue along this path. And yeah, and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching, and feel free to hit me up in the comments with any questions. Check out the rest of the videos on my YouTube channel. You can find me and support me over on Twitch, although I haven't been doing a lot of live streaming lately. Yeah, you can find me over on Twitch at Vinsis, and I'm obviously here on YouTube at Vinsis Gaming. So that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.